This is the PBL for group number 2 for the island game. The basic problem of this PBL is that we get stuck on an island and need to develop a new society. On this island, we know that there is tropical weather, that there are steady winds of about 15 miles an hour, and that there are many sources of food, such as fruit and other things, and fish as well. While there isn't much we know about the island, and there isn't much we think we know about the island, one thing we assume is that we're the only ones on the island, so we can move on to what we need to know. One thing we need to know is the skills or the strengths and weaknesses everyone can provide on the island. Also, what else is on the island in terms of possibly animals or different agriculture, plant life. And also the terrain would be important to see how easily passable it is, see how we can get around, and also where we are geographically speaking. Now that we know what we need to find out, what we're going to do is first to establish a chain of command or a government, then we're going to explore the island, and lastly, we are going to build a boat in case any creatures might come to harm us. One of the most important things in a society is to have some goals, and some of our goals on this island would be firstly to assign positions to explore and how to use different resources, and also to start building up a society so that we may thrive on this island rather than just survive. Once we're on the island, we're going to need to assign different people to different positions, such as a person to collect fruit, a person to fish, maybe a person to grill the fish so that we can eat diverse foods. We're going to need a tool maker who can help other people do their jobs, such as like a fishing net for the fishermen or a fishing rod of some sort. We're going to need a lumberjacks who can cut down trees to help make the boat or perhaps a shelter if that's what we're looking for. Maybe some scouts to scout the island, see the best place where we might want to settle, or see in possibly a place that we don't want to go. And also we'll need a farmer, possibly, to help harvest the land, to increase production. Along with that, we'll also need to find some uses for the land, the labor, and the capital. Some possible uses for the land might include assigning living and working quarters, so that we can make better use of the land. Also, we should have people clear some land for farming so that we can increase our production. And we could also have some woodworkers make boats so the fishermen can go into deeper water to get bigger fish with the net. On this island, we're going to have some basic needs that are guaranteed for all so that we don't collapse into chaos, among other reasons. Among these include food, water, shelter, clothing, and other basic human rights. Some skills that we might find useful on the island might include swimming or farming knowledge, possibly to climb trees to get a better view of the island while we're still exploring it, cooking so that we can eat fish rather than have them raw, which might not be very healthy, and also to maybe have a carpenter to help make a boat or shelter, of course, which we'll need. We'll also need to decide how decisions are going to get made. What we decided on is that everyone is going to get to vote, and that the government or a council of people that we decide will regulate. And also where government is going to get involved, which we decided that the government is going to be ever present but kept to a minimal so that they don't invade the lives of people. They don't get too invasive. They don't decide how people live their lives. As it is in traditional businesses, there will be opportunity costs, such as time or sleep, and possibly if we have too many people on one job, they won't be able to do another job, such as if we have like 3 fishermen, we can't have as many people to pick fruit or to build the shelter. In conclusion, we have decided that our economic system is going to be leaning capitalist with a few socialist regulations if need be. On this island, we're going to deal with all major issues as a group rather than having one person dictate everything. We're going to discuss our problems and how best to deal with them.